Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Triple Threat. I am Big Daddy SDV, and to my right, the California Kid,
Hey, folks.
and the one and only the Pipe.
I'm not on his left. I'm on the phone. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's get down into this. There's a little topic I want to discuss because it's very dear to my heart. Because being a kid of the '80s is like one of the three things that I really liked as a child, and that's Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. So, as everybody probably know by now, the new remake of Ghostbusters is out, and my God, this thing is fucking crazy, to say the least. Um, Now I know a lot of people don't take a lot of flack because of all the hatred that people have been getting because they said they didn't like the Ghostbusters trailer, and people being called sexist and they hate women because they don't like the Ghostbusters trailer, which is all complete other bullshit. But then the director Paul Feig had to make it worse by pretty much calling out all of the geek culture, saying that they are assholes, and then going on Greg Norton's TV show and making fun of them, talking about we're gonna stop out their childhood, because we're in the business of ruining people's childhood. You know, it's just, I'm not a big Hollywood producer. I'm not a big Hollywood director, but I'm pretty damn sure that if you're trying to get people's asses in seats, you don't bite the people hand that feeds you.
I
You
have to
don't
agree.
try to keep
I mean,
people.
were the assholes gonna go see it though?
It doesn't matter. You
But
don't
it
go.
doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. Then he told them that though.
Yes, it does, because he didn't specify the people. He just said the whole geek culture.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Ghostbusters is a franchise with a lot of people. Do you know how much shit J.J. Abrams would get if he called out people that didn't like The Force Awakens and Star
He
Trek?
did get shit from people when they like Force Awakens.
Yeah, but you don't hear J.J. Abrams say those people are assholes.
Because it was a success. They knew it was gonna be a success. So that's your point.
Yeah, but he didn't come out and blasted people and say shit.
So
Yeah, but
I guess he should have just took it on the chin.
yeah, he should have. And now, it's going to be harder for them because I'm pretty sure they number one now. But next week when Star Trek comes out, they're pretty much going to lose a lot of people to that
I mean,
movie.
it already. It came out. It came out in second place this weekend.
So they didn't get number one.
I mean, kids love these days. Kids love those cartoons with the talking animals.
The CG, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in now.
Yeah.
But
I'm not this. I took my little cousin to see Finding Dory. He loved it. So
Oh, hey, look, my stance on this is just the fact that I hold both parties in contempt because, okay, the number one goal of any Hollywood studio is to make money. The number one goal of any director is to present a product for the studio on the studio's behalf because he's the one who has deal hands-on with the creative material to get those people to love the product so that the studio can make money. Now, sometimes the director and the studio end up in the conflict as to what decision is best to make money. But this from what I've seen of all the trailers and everything, from what I've heard about it, and then going into the story of how Ghostbusters 3 was supposed to happen, but got jumped back and forth into freaking shelving and creative hell or whatever it is. Okay, I fault the original cast, crew, director. I fault everybody from the original Ghostbusters films for this tragedy. Because number one, they've had like 3 or 4 scripts that have been completed bouncing around that they never came to a head on. They knew they had a deep, hardcore fan base. They knew the fans were passionate, and they knew it was worth a lot of money. Now, some people claim that Ghostbusters 2 was a giant bust failure. I don't give a damn. It was money.
It wasn't
we
that
still
bad.
watch it. Exactly. See, you get it.
I don't really watch part 2 much.
You get it. I know, but
I
but
mean,
it wasn't a failure.
compared to other movies, it wasn't really that bad.
No, it wasn't. It was good.
It's still watchable.
It's memorable. We remember
the
what
only
happened.
mistakes I can think off the top of my head is I don't see why they told Annie Potts that she should wear a wig to try to recreate the character from the cartoon.
Yeah, that was
because that was kind of over. That was kind of overdoing it a little bit. But I kind of understand like they did kind of rehash the first movie, and some people might have a problem with that, but it was still a good movie.
It was a good movie. The story was a little bit nonsensical.
Was it better than the first one? No.
The story was nonsensical. I'll give it that because number one, there's no way the city would ever forget what they did because there was a giant damn marshmallow man walking through the city. How do you forget that? How does that become old news? That wouldn't become old news. That's why number two is sort of hated. Okay. Granted. Okay, we come to this now. As I've informed, apparently the people behind this was kind of a feminist agenda.
If you it kind of is, but if you shout out to Midnight's Edge, the story is Amy Pascal, who was the CEO of Sony at the time before the whole email leak came and pretty much forced her to resign from the position. She apparently did not like Ivan Reitman and wanted him gone, but he kept the a director until Harold Ramis's death, where I don't know if she forced him or he just didn't want to do it because Harold was dead. He decided to become executive producer, and then they got Paul Feig, who has directed The Heat and Bridesmaids, and he's pretty much a well-known feminist because of you see it in all his movies. And I mean, if you see the letter that he wrote to her and his ideal for the movie, you're just like scratching your head, like, what the fuck is this shit?
Again, I think the feminist agenda got lost and got kind of overtook the real goal of this movie, which should have been to make money.
I don't have a problem with the whole woman power, girl power thing.
I don't either.
Just as long as you tell a good story and don't try to beat me on the head with it.
I love Paul Feig movies. I love Bridesmaids. I love The Heat. I love Melissa McCarthy. And
I got a ball
right off the bat, I knew this was gonna. No matter what was gonna happen with this movie, it was gonna have so much traction and be viewed upon and studied upon. This is the right way to go. And then they're in the commercial, they already spoiling the little celebrity spots, little sneak spots, with Murray and Aykroyd and I had a few friends who actually did go see it this weekend.
There's some people that said it was okay, but I feel
most people I heard said it's funny.
Yeah.
And then the fact that maybe I heard it was funny, or obviously not better than original, or the fact that Thor was the best part.
Yeah, and speaking of
Thor is funny as heck. Chris Hemsworth is funny as hell in this movie.
I don't know. After seeing the trailer with that whole scene with him doing the design, and it's goes with big boobs and all that. For what I'm getting,
with the coffee was funny. I don't know.
And also going back to the fact that the way they did James from Cinemassacre, when he said that he wasn't going to remake he was going to do a review of the movie, it's just totally disrespectful. I mean, to call the guy, a sexist, and then make fun of his wife, call her a gold digger, all because the guy didn't want to review the movie.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, and plus you got Patton also getting all upset, and then Dane Cook getting upset. It's just completely other.
Who the fuck cares what Dane Cook thinks?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't believe our first topic of our episode features Dane Cook.
James is a passionate Ghostbusters fan who's more.
Also a dick.
I mean, yeah, but he
not James.
James Raw.
Dane Cook.
I'm talking about Dane Cook.
Oh yeah. Dane Cook.
But
But I'm talking about James Rolfe. He was just pretty much stating his opinion as a passionate fan. I mean, he just doesn't want to see a knockoff. He doesn't want to see something, especially something that has nothing to do with the first two films. A lot of the fans' problems was that look, if you want to make money, if you want to make any kind of money, you have to give the primary core audience what they want. They want they want a continuation. We didn't want a new universe. We didn't want to go anywhere with like a bunch of new characters that have nothing to do with the original
it's
movie.
not that. It's just I'm all fine for a woman Ghostbusters. I
That's
don't
not
care.
that would have been fine,
It's
but
just
but it
that
has nothing to do with the previous universe.
No disrespect to Elizabeth Carter and the other female uh, cast members, but if you're gonna get 4 women for Ghostbusters, I would pick 4 better women. Hell, Wanda Sykes, Sarah Silverman,
Wanda Sykes would have been
Amy,
great.
Silverman.
How do you not
Amy,
cast Wanda
Amy
Sykes?
Poe.
Fuck that.
What?
I would have said, oh man, I would have kept.
I'm just saying my
I would
opinion.
have kept McCarthy and would have had like Tina Fey, Amy Schumer in there.
Amy Poehler.
Yeah, Amy Poehler, you know.
Wanda Sykes would have
I
been
would have
better.
had fun with it because I would have picked an actress who doesn't usually do comedy like that, like the Kerry Washington, that chick from Scandal.
Yeah,
she could do it. Yeah,
I mean, completely out of left field for her. That would have been fun, but
that would have been
that
a
one
good
chick.
chance.
I heard the one chick, like Kate McKinnon, who does like the Hillary impression. That was also the funniest part.
I mean,
but it's just, to me, it was just a train wreck, and it was bound to fail. And I'm not gonna waste my. I already told Calvin Kid, the only money they gonna get from me is from buying these Etna coolers.
Yeah.
Because those are fucking awesome.
Okay, I'll say this. The thing is, look, the crucial error here was that they missed the goal. They missed the true goal of this film. The true goal of this film is to make money.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
one more thing. The fucking Bill Murray cameo. If what they said is true, and I have misquoted because I read the outline for the movie, if that is true, then fuck them.
Cause they showed that cameo on one of the commercials. A second of it.
Did they show the whole thing of what happens to him?
No, it's just like a quick second of him saying something like, "I would go see it" or some shit like that.
But if what people would say that what they did to Bill Murray, then fuck them, and I kind of feel sorry for Murray because they did according to the emails that got leaked, they did try to threaten him with legal action if he didn't do the movie because they got everybody except for Rick Moranis.
Here's the thing: Murray and Dan Aykroyd were part of the problem why the third movie never got made. I'd have no sympathy for either of them. They shouldn't look. They had everybody was on board at one point. At one point during this long Ghostbusters 3 process, everybody was on board. And each time everybody was on board and they had the script, they had the director, everything, either Murray backed out or Dan Aykroyd backed out. Dan Aykroyd was almost drumming it on sometimes.
It was Dan Aykroyd was pushing it. It was Bill Murray kept
Bill Murray
saying that he wanted to do it. Then he said he didn't want to do it.
I have no sympathy for him on this one. I love Bill Murray, but I have no sympathy for him on this. This was his fault partially because of the fact that look, they gave you several chances to fix this, man. Like they had a great script. And for the third one, in my opinion, and I thought them getting involved in the demonic side of things with the thing would have been an interesting concept. But now I don't know. I don't know where they go from this.
But also, it's just sad, and then you got with the CGI looking like crap, and the jokes being god awful. And then you got Leslie Jones, I think her name is, playing this typical black woman, with the loud mouth and ghetto and all that. And then you see like the final boss is the ghost in the Ghostbuster emblem, and they got a fucking bow tie. It's just a colossal mess. And then they try to pander to males by getting Clyde Drexler and Spike Lee dressing up like them with the suits and trying to catch Slimer and Madison Square Garden. Which is, first of all, if you're gonna get NBA people to dress up as Ghostbusters, get somebody like LeBron James or
I mean, yeah,
Dwayne Wade
Clyde
or
a lot of people don't even
nobody
remember.
gives a flying fuck about the New York Knicks anymore. But
They've been out of favor for a while.
I mean, it's just sad, and I got to bust Melissa McCarthy about this too. What was the whole deal with her rant about? All these people attacking the movie. They got to have a bin, and they live in the basement, and they need friends. What the fuck does that got to do with your movie being shit?
It's just frustration of entitlement. She feels like they should just accept it because it's Ghostbusters so I can make money. But then she's frustrated because it's not going to make money. And I doubt she knew much about the source material to begin with. So, you know.
To be fair, they did say that she was a fan.
Well, she's passionately pissed.
She was pissed because of the way it turned out. But still, like I said,
you don't lash out at fans.
You don't lash out at people like that.
Yeah, you don't. You don't do that. You don't do that. It's entitlement. It's a feeling of entitlement.
The other thing that pissed me off about Sony is apparently they trying to do like the DC and Marvel to do a cinematic universe with Ghostbusters, and I'm like, how the hell are you gonna do that with Ghostbusters? You don't have enough to do a cinematic universe for this. I mean, the reason why Marvel and DC can do it because they have enough to do a cinematic universe. They got like a bunch of different groups and different heroes, so they can do a cinematic universe. With Ghostbusters, they don't really have that much to do a cinematic universe.
No, they don't.
It makes no sense. And from what someone had said is that they were supposed to do like this movie, then next movie they were going to do another male cast. And then in the third movie, they were going to all come together, and that's how they started.
They've been saying stuff for years.
But no, they were saying that's.
No, I mean I'm talking about in general. They've been talking about great things they were going to do with the Ghostbusters franchise for years in general. That's why I don't believe anything.
But I just don't see it.
Me neither. I don't see that being a good cinematic universe.
But I might get around to reviewing it. Maybe when Netflix come out. I'll probably stomach and try to watch it for the whole 2 hours to do a review about it, but we'll see how I feel about it. Anybody else got anything else to say about it before we move on?
I actually almost saw it this weekend. I might go. Yeah, I might go see it next weekend. Actually, it's like I don't know. It's like. Next time, try to remake Howard the Duck. Why don't you do that challenge?
Oh God,
that's a challenge I want to see. But to all those who did see Ghostbusters, I hope you enjoyed it. To all those who did, you can give a million I told you so's. And it wasn't exactly on my radar. I would, if I was there to see it, it'd be Curiosity.
Yeah.
Plus, it's nice seeing Thor be funny. He's usually him with long blonde hair with a hammer, so but I mean, I don't know. I just can't believe this was our first topic.
Mm.
We didn't even talk. Did we even talk about X-Men Apocalypse?
No, because we haven't seen it yet.
How the fuck have you not seen that?
Complications. Anyway, let's talk about.
Tell me anyway. Okay. now I'm gonna go see it just for curiosity.
Have fun wasting your money. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about The Flash and Arrow. I gotta say, The Flash season 2. I wouldn't say it's better than the first season, but it was good.
It was a good season.
It was a good season.
It
did kind of lack a little bit, but for all in all, it was a good season.
I think the twist was a little forced, but it was okay.
Which was?
Tried to put in too much.
The twist.
Oh, the twist with Zoom.
It was a little too forced, but anyway.
Well, I kind of liked it,
I
even
liked
though
it, but it was,
I thought they were going to do Jeez,
I was hoping for something else. I was hoping for something that was a chance to really surprise me. I was hoping for something that when they did the reveal on Zoom, I was hoping for a shocker, not what I thought it was. I was hoping for a shocker.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for a shocker, and I didn't get it.
I just gotta say that I like Zoom. Zoom's awesome.
That was really well done. It was well played.
Compared to Damien Dart, Zoom was pretty well. I say this: Zoom is better than both Damien Dart and God, who was the villain in Legends of Tomorrow? Savage. Savage.
Yeah.
Even though I would put Zoom first, Savage second, and then Dart third.
Randall Savage.
And Randall Savage was good.
He was done extremely well. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
But it's just like he said, the reveal, it was pretty good, and I was kind of taken off about it being Hunter Zolomon as Zoom, and I was hoping that it'd be somebody else, but
I was hoping for a shocker. I wanted it to be something I never thought about. I wanted it to be something like, oh, jump,
But what did you think about the Earth 2 scenes? I like that reverb, and I hope that Cisco gets to be about.
That was great. Killer Frost.
That was really cool.
And Killer Frost was awesome.
I love Killer Frost.
That was really good. Yeah, she had it. Yeah, I like her. That was really cool. The whole season, like, it was really good. Like, it didn't all of it, like, the Flash, the
only thing I didn't get, the only thing that kind of got me with Flash was the whole love story between Patty and Iris.
I always like it when these actors, when shows like this, when they do the alternate stuff, alternate worlds, and they play completely opposite who they normally play. And, like alternate universes, and Grant Gustin totally nailed that out of the park.
Yeah, it takes range.
Yeah.
I mean, he was incredible in that. And, and it's like, if he ain't the hardest working man at CW. And then add the fact that one episode he was on Supergirl, like, motherfucker, it really is the Flash.
Yeah.
So that part, I do, yeah, and I got what y'all were saying about the twist and all that. It did feel like a little rush. Like, I agree. I thought it was going to be shocking. I was, like, sitting on the chair waiting for it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was hoping for something else. I was like, come on, hit me. I was like, no.
And I did agree with you about Reverb was cool.
Yeah, I hope next season that
it's like put Reverb in Injustice too.
Yeah, for real.
I will totally play as him.
But I just didn't get the whole 1 minute Barry liked Patty, and then next minute when Iris said she wanted to be serious with him, he's like, okay. I'm like, that's kind of rushed.
They kind of threw Patty off the show. Yeah, they just sent her on her way. I'm just like, come on, man.
Yeah,
that pissed me off. I liked them together.
Yeah, I did. It was working. I was into it. It was working. That whole scene, I enjoyed the whole scene about him being blind at dinner. That was great.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was fantastic. Why did you smush that? That was really good.
And and then Caitlin being so fucking stupid. I mean, the whole thing with Zoo, and when he had Wally captive, and she tried to plead to him, and it was just so.
It's gonna be really interesting seeing him become Kid Flash.
Yeah, I saw the suit that they reviewed.
Oh yeah, you saw the pictures.
It was interesting.
I kind of wish that they did the silver and red suit, but they probably would have been hard for them to do it.
Yeah.
But it was alright.
What is it? Yellow?
Yeah, it's yellow and red.
Yeah, it's yellow. Okay.
But like I think the New 52, it was silver and red, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right.
And besides Grant Gustin, there's no other better actor in CW the guy who plays Dr. Wells.
Oh, that guy. That guy is
That
great.
guy's phenomenal.
He is a very talented actor.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy
I
is
remember
good.
all the way back when he was JD's brother on Scrubs, you know? Like, hey, little brother. And to see him become Wells, that is just fantastic.
The two best scenes is when Flash goes back to when he faced what's his name? When he went back in time to try to get help from Reverse Flash.
Yeah, that was a good.
And
That was
then
awesome.
Flash dude, Reverse Flash dude, that it was him from another time. And he clocked him in the head with a pie behind.
That was hardcore.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
And then when
then personally, I any episode that had Grodd, I was into it.
yeah, and then
I love Grodd. I hope he comes back.
well, he pretty much will. They pretty much said that they might do real city,
he has to.
but
And make him be, you know, Grodd. You know, like the Grodd we know, the one that talks like Fraser.
Oh
you know
yeah, where he is now, he's going to develop some technology and start doing crazy stuff that we know how to do.
Yeah, I need him to be that Grodd.
but another favorite part was when Wells was getting Reverse Flash out of the cell because I can't remember the guy that actually played Reverse Flash other than the guy that played Wells. Like
We know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
he's stuck because like they did with the redheaded guy. He came back, and that was the beginning origins of the Reverse Flash and stuff. And fucking Cisco's so damn stupid.
Oh,
But he's stupid, but he's fun though.
Yeah, but he was stupid going up to the
he like represents how we would react to this kind of shit, you know?
Are you kidding me? There's no way I would.
That's like how I always looked at Cisco. To me, he reminds me like,
what Cisco?
Not everyone, maybe not you two, but if I was in that situation, I'd probably be Cisco in that whole thing.
I'm talking. You would go up to the cell where they're keeping him and actually.
I'd be freaking out, but be thinking this is like the coolest thing ever.
The best scene Cisco had is when they were at that club and he asked who was it, I think Caitlin to dance. And then while they're talking, they look off, and he's doing one of the most ridiculous dances I've ever seen. Oh my god!
Or that, or when him and Wells, Earth 2 Wells, were coming up with the plan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're trying to figure it out. Anytime those two are together,
it's
great.
it's gonna be gold. Yeah. Anytime those two actors are killing it together.
But the one I was talking about was when Wells was finna release Reverse Flash so they could send him back to his time. And he's like, y'all done fucked up. You don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, who are you? And he's like, just shut up and boo. But that was a great episode. But all in all, it was a good season. And I hope and pray to God that they at least do Flashpoint Paradox good. Because they did say they're going to...
It does seem like this is where it's going to start. Like, we're going to go down that route. And they got to be very careful with that. Because, you know, that's legendary stuff, that story.
Yeah, but they did say that they were going to have a Batman in there.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I think because, like, with the Supergirl, they're going to have...
Have they cast the Batman?
Yeah, because you're going to have Superman and Supergirl.
Yeah, so at least DC's letting them do that because normally they wouldn't be able to, but I guess now Warner Bros.
And I know I'm going on topic here. I know it's Supergirl, but I was begging it to be Tom Welling to be Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the new Superman and Supergirl. I was begging it because that's who it was in Smallville. That guy.
Yeah, you were hoping they would go with it.
I was begging it to let it be him.
It would make sense if it was. It would make perfect sense if it was. It just.
And then when I find out who it was, I go on Facebook like, who is that? And then I think my friend Keith or someone said, that's the dude from Teen Wolf. I'm like,
yeah, I don't know.
All right.
But
I had the same reaction about the twist. Like, oh, okay.
Like I said, they really need to look into maybe getting a cinematic Batman. They need to get a Batman. They need to get one of the Batmans. Of course, I don't think they're ever going to be able to get Bale back, but get somebody in there to play Batman that's credible.
Yeah.
Well, it's not about in Flashpoint Paradox. It's not Bruce Wayne. It's Tom.
No, yeah, you're right. get a really really good actor. I mean, get somebody who can play that hard role, like the guy like the guy who played Dredd. Give me somebody hard, you know.
Yeah. But let's get down to Arrow. My God, this season.
I don't even watch Arrow. I'm gonna say for the record that I'm done with Arrow.
Dread?
I'm done with Arrow. I'm done with Arrow.
You done with Arrow?
I'm completely done with Arrow. I stopped at season 3. After I watched season 3, I was finished. Season 3 was enough for me. I watched Arrow in the 2 crossover episodes.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I'm done with Arrow. I can't stand it
I can
anymore.
understand why California Kid's saying that, because good Lord, the writing.
The writing's awful.
And maybe because they had to do both Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. I hope that's the only reason why, but it's just first of all, let me talk about Damien Dark. This guy was fucking weak as hell. I mean, now I can't understand why I don't like Damien Dark. This is the dude that played the Wall Street Bison in that Chung Lee movie.
Jesus.
That kind of got me when I found out that he was Bison from the Chung Lee movie.
I was done.
But it's just, he was just too cartoony to me. I mean, it was just unbelievable and uninteresting. And then when some parts that got me interested, it just fell flat. It didn't interest me enough. And then, they wasted time focusing on Felicity and Oliver's relationship.
That's why I'm done. That's one of the 3 reasons I'm done with Arrow.
I mean, I like Felicity, and the actress that play, but God, it's just taking too much time.
It's forced. It's being. Now you see what I'm talking about. Okay, it even showed during the crossover episodes with the Flash. There's a whole, like when they went up against Vandal Savage, a whole section of those 2 episodes was dedicated to a conflict between Oliver and Felicity. I am tired of this. It makes no sense for them to still be quarreling over little crap like that. Yeah. Oh, Oliver, why don't you tell the truth about your child, Oliver? Oh, Oliver, why do you keep secrets from me, Oliver? It's been that since season 1 of Arrow. The whole theme has been about, oh, Oliver can't stop keeping secrets, and he's lying. 2 different things, okay? And, okay, the reasoning, every time they resolve it with the same conclusion. Oliver had to do it for everyone's safety. And everyone gets mad because, oh, we can protect ourselves, when again they prove that they're wrong. Oh my God, I can't watch this stupid crap anymore. It's terrible writing.
And also, when Damien Dark shot Felicity and she became crippled, and she was in a wheelchair, and Speedy and Oliver out, and they called her Overwatch. I'm like, are you serious? Just call her Oracle already. She's fucking Oracle. I mean, you fucking ripped off Batman so goddamn much in this series. Why you had to change her name? I mean, she's fucking Oracle.
She is Oracle. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't know why they did the whole Overwatch
thing. They got cold feet.
But and then all of a sudden they had to put in the whole thing with the chip, from the comic book, so she could walk in. I'm like, that sucks. You rushed the whole thing for no good reason.
I love that dude that works for that black dude with the afro.
Yeah, and
he's
also
great. I love him.
Yeah, but at the minute he looks like he was gonna be Felicity's little sidekick, which is dumb to me.
Why? What else can he do?
Because Mr. Terrific is more than just somebody's sidekick.
Well, he might change. I don't know.
I just think that was kind of a waste. But but the guy who played Mr. Terrific did an awesome job. I love that scene where they were fighting the Beehive chick, and he was just jumping around.
That was Beth from Walking Dead.
Yeah. And he was jumping around all over the place trying to avoid the
and shit. I loved I hope that appearance convinces CW to bring Constantine back.
Yeah, that was the one big good thing about
Yeah.
Arrow was Constantine.
That's the one thing I love about CW. He fought for Constantine so bad.
And honestly, that
I
was
love the fact, like, it's jumping in next season. I love the fact he's going to have Cody Rhodes on next season.
yeah. But Constantine was one of the good things about Arrow this season, and I hope they do have more scenes with him in both Flash and
And then
Arrow.
like, and then Stephen Amell said himself, like, we're gonna focus now. We kind of get back to where we started. You know, can't keep playing the show that brings everybody in and led the way for everybody for Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, hell, Gotham too, for that matter. And you know, now they're going back to basics, and you know, hopefully this season will be their what do you call it? Resolution period.
Well, before we get to that, we got finish talking about Theo. It was good this season, but they really need to up the ante with her.
I've seen some of that. Yeah.
And John Barrowman, he's another reason that makes the show good. And they finally got him back to being as a badass as he was in the first season. Because that was only the real villain to me in this season was John Barrowman's character.
Yeah, I mean
and
you just can't tell that where he's going. You just can't tell what he's going to do. He's so unreadable. I like him for that. He's one of the best people on that.
That was a
show.
badass scene though when he and Oliver were fighting over the whole Ra's al Ghul for
oh yeah, it was great.
Is it Naya?
Yeah,
Naya's freedom.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. And then he got his hand shot off. But and what else? Oh yeah, Vixen. Vixen was a good addition. They brought in an actress to play Vixen since they did the whole Vixen series online.
How'd she look?
She looked pretty good.
Okay. Was her
body? Vixen.
I mean, was her body Vixen-like, like it's supposed to be?
Okay. The only thing that was stupid. This was the only stupid part. Was that when they fought Damien Dark again, Vixen came in and she started fighting Damien Dark, and Damien Dark was like, "Well, I got you. You should have known that, it was gonna be like this." And then she flips over Damien Dark, gets the statue, and jumps out the window. And he's like, "Well, that was ironic." And I'm like, seriously, is Damien Dark that stupid to have the statue out, knowing that Oliver and them are after him, and the only weakness to his power, he has it out in sight?
These are reasons I do not watch Arrow anymore.
And I was just like, that's just so stupid. And then, for it to end like it did, it's just kind of weak. And, now they... most of the group is gone. I like Diggle's character. The thing with his brother was okay.
I've enjoyed Diggle's character. It just seems like he's a little...
Oh, yeah, we gotta talk about this. Amanda Waller getting killed. I'm like, shit. And they killed off Amanda Waller. I'm like, what the fuck?
I found out about that. Why would you do that?
Amanda Waller... they probably did it the same way they did with Deadshot because of the Suicide Squad movie that... they had to kill
off. Well, they're still doing Suicide Squad because it's supposed to be different universes.
Yeah, but they killed Amanda Waller because of the movie, because they couldn't have, characters from the movie in Arrow anymore, because they killed off Deadshot for the same reason.
Wait a minute, Amanda Waller?
Yeah, she's in the movie.
I know she's in the movie, but I'm talking about the actor. I like the woman who was playing her on.
Yeah, I liked her too, but, they for some stupid reason, WB decides that
that's crazy.
You can't have the characters that are in the movie, the movie versions in the TV version.
She was so good at convincingly Waller. I mean, she was so Waller. She was so convincingly like stoic and decision making cold. They had the perfect woman for that role.
So it's gonna be kind of a reach out how they're gonna do that in the flashback, and also the flashbacks. I gotta say this. Other
This
than
is gonna be the last season for the flashback.
yeah, but I'm talking about now. The flashback for this one sucked. It completely sucked. Other than Constantine, I didn't really pay attention to it. It was just a waste of time. So hopefully next season's flashback is better, even though this is the last one. But
If you're gonna watch it,
I am gonna watch it. I'm just saying
well, at least I guess wait till July to talk to you about it.
What?
I'm trying to remember half this shit. I saw this shit in May. Like all the stuff you're saying, I'm trying to remember half of it. Like I did watch a lot of stuff after this. Like,
Yeah.
wait, he did what? Wait, that fun? Wait, hold up. Okay. Yeah, black guy. Yeah, okay.
But
This is not the hands down the only show I've ever heard you two criticize. You know that?
Oh my
I
goodness.
guess I
To this
was.
day, of all the shows we have talked about, this is the only one I've ever heard y'all criticize.
Apparently, you haven't paid attention.
It is just amazing to me.
It just
How far
look.
are you on Gotham, by the way?
The writing got bad. The writing got really bad on Arrow. Okay.
Yeah, answer that for me. How far are you on Gotham?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on episode 2. I haven't even started.
Holy shit, dude.
I'm into it though. I'm gonna finish it.
He does realize their season starts in September, right?
Yeah. But I'm a good binger. I binge.
Yeah.
How far are you?
I still haven't picked it back up. I still gotta watch Supergirl.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, I only watched like 4 episodes of Supergirl.
Should all have Gotham done in a couple of days.
But back to this thing at hand. The flashbacks was just weak and really have no fucking deal with the story other than the link to Damien Dark, and that was it. And so that was pretty much it for Arrow. Oh yeah, and this relinquishing the League of Assassins, and I hope with what happened in Legends of Tomorrow leads to Talia coming on. Hopefully,
Oh yeah.
but we shall see. But hopefully next season they do a better job, and I think the reason why the writing suffered was because of them having to do both Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. But I still say Flash was better. Alright, let's get on to Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah.
Brock won his fight at UFC 200.
By decision.
I didn't get to see the
Kick his
fight.
ass, though.
I saw the fight.
What, he was supposed to win?
It was the fight was. It was underwhelming to me, but good for Brock.
Shit, still better than a Misha Tate fight.
Oh,
What
God,
happened with
that
the
was
Misha Tate fight?
that was an embarrassment.
I'm so glad I did not buy that thing.
That was an embarrassment.
What happened?
She got her ass
It
kicked
was
in
like
the
a
worst
1 minute,
possible.
40-second fight, and Homegirl straight up broke her nose.
I knew she was gonna lose from the get go. I should have bet money on that fight.
Just-
I mean, that Nunes girl looked like she was ready to kill her.
Off this day. That should have been Holly Holm.
She didn't have the look. Like it's the things we're going with these women champions. Look, as soon as Holmes got the belt, it kind of followed the trend. Like now, when you get the belt, apparently these women think it's okay to kind of put life in cruise control, and they come out there and they get their ass kicked.
She should have got a rematch.
Let me tell you, that's the narrative of this. But that's the narrative they would have you want to accept if you want to accept the narrative side they're telling you. The reality, what I think is going on is I think that these women that are becoming champion are being made champion by Dana, and then they do something to piss Dana off, and Dana sends someone in there to crush them because he has foreknowledge that they can get their asses kicked by these people. I think that I really think that's what happened. I think Holly Holmes was a plant. I think because I mean, come on, really, like we talked about this before. How do you go through 14 women undefeated within a minute's time? You beat these women like within the first round, and then all of a sudden you go into some contractual issues and have some issues with Dana White, and all of a sudden you end up in a fight with Holly Holmes and you lose the belt. I mean, and you're totally outclassed. Okay, then Holly Holmes gets into the ring with the next girl, Misha Tate, and gets her ass kicked really bad. And then next
She
thing,
didn't get her ass kicked. It took like 5 rounds.
still she got. Okay,
I mean,
that was not her out
Rousey
there.
got her ass kicked. Holmes didn't get her ass kicked.
She got beat.
She got beat, but not her ass kicked.
Well, no, she was pretty busted up.
No, not that. Misha was.
Misha got jacked up. Like did you see her face?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know.
I don't know how much surgery's gonna fix that shit.
I don't know what's going on, but man, like these women need to learn. When you get the belt, you can't fucking sleep.
No.
Like for real.
Back to what you were saying, yeah. Well, did you see the fight?
No, unfortunately, I couldn't see it.
Well, I didn't see the whole thing. I saw, like, Twitter show the clip. And, them takedowns were sweet, though. And, so, it was, trying to be decision. And then came the other stuff. I'm sure you want to talk about the other stuff.
Yeah, the USD, was it USDA?
Yeah, I think so.
Came out and said that Brock failed the wellness test on the 14th, which was the reason why he was able to fight his opponent on the pay-per-view. And now he's looking at a big, hefty fine.
1.8 mil, I think it was.
Yep. 1.25 million.
1.25
And it's like a 2-year ban, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what happened to Bone Jones, idiot ass, right now.
Hey, man, it's the same old story.
But doesn't he gotta get I thought this was like his first strike.
I don't know.
It is.
Oh, well, like I said, it's the same old story.
But then again, they're trying to fight it, so nothing's set in stone yet.
You gotta know what you're taking, man. Like,
which is kind of bad if it is true, because he's a big marketing thing for WWE too, and now with him being on the cover on 2K17, that's probably gonna be real bad for him in WWE.
It sucks because that's a badass cover too.
It is.
Yeah, the commercial for it is awesome.
Well,
but
better than the Goldberg commercial.
I don't know.
I would say better than the Goldberg.
No, the Goldberg commercial was awesome. That was great.
But I just liked it how, they had like the whole Suplex City and the Ferris wheel with the Spinneroonie.
Yeah. Spinneroonie.
And then I just like the Goldberg part. That was pretty slick how they did that because, that's how his interest used to be.
Yeah, at first you didn't know what it was about until you heard the rhythm of the stomping and they get to the gate. It's like, oh, crap. It was great. It was really good.
Yeah. But,
And now you heard Mark Hunt even talking shit.
What did he say?
Oh, one thing he said was like he won some of Brock Lesnar's cut, the money he made, and said something like that. Then he said like if he's not punished, he's gonna quit UFC.
Okay, Mark Hunt just got beat straight up. I mean, that was Brock. I mean,
yeah, but if Brock did juice,
I watched that fight. It wasn't. No, Brock could have did that even if it wasn't juice. It wasn't.
But still, if he did break the rules and he did juice, then Mark Hunt does have a case.
He does, but I'm saying Mark Hunt was not. He didn't look in condition for that fight. He did not look ready to fight.
I mean, he should get. I don't think he's gonna get in the cut.
No,
but he is right now possibly suspended.
He ain't stupid enough to quit UFC though.
No, too much money. UFC just got bought out for like $4 billion. Yeah,
$4 billion.
Yeah, and like I said, UFC just got bought out.
And somewhere Shane is pissed off.
Got bought out for $4 billion.
I bet Shane McMahon is pissed off about that.
It happened.
Oh, that company bought it?
Yeah, because then
yeah, I'm sure he is.
Because wasn't that like a rumor that he was trying to tell Vince to buy USC and Vince didn't want to do it?
True.
Yeah,
that's actually true. He did try.
He probably kicking himself because of that shit.
Yeah, he was telling him to buy it, but he wouldn't go for it. That's just crazy.
But
I hope it all works out. If it turns out you choose, just take the punishment, move on, fight Randy Orton at SummerSlam, and go from there.
These guys know, like I said, these guys getting this stuff.
Also,
I'm just saying, you want to win, yes, but I mean, come on, guys. Come on, the main event got ruined. The original main event for UFC 200 got ruined because of this matter. Come on, guys. These guys.
Hey man, did you see like on ESPN, Daniel Cormier was crying about that because he really wanted to fight him?
Dude trained. He was ready to do this.
And he was like telling Daniel, like, I'll sign whatever. We consider this fight. It's like, can't do it.
He put in the work.
At least Silva stood up though.
When you prepare for a certain opponent and you spend months like preparing for this.
So Silva and them didn't fight.
Silva and him did fight, but it was non-title. It was only 3 rounds, and he beat the crap out of Silva.
Yeah, Silva in the non-title, and like Cormier was ready for Jones. He wasn't ready for Silva. So that's why they're saying the fight was weak.
Yeah, it was weak. Silva got off his couch. Silva knew within days he was going to be in this fight. Silva got off his couch, and he said, like they said, Dana wanted to offer him the title shot, but Silva refused because he didn't want to go 5 rounds because he was out of shape. He said,
yeah. But hopefully things will work out, and if it does come to fruition, you kind of wonder what WWE's gonna do with Roman Reigns getting busted, now Brock getting busted in UFC. How's that gonna affect WWE?
Roman's is up like on Sunday, ain't it? Next Sunday, ain't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, did they report what he got busted for? Not Roman, but Brock. Did they say what he got busted for?
They haven't said what it was exactly, just that it's a violation. They haven't said exactly what it was.
Okay.
And then his teammates are saying, like, misunderstanding, it wasn't what it was. Like, it could have been asthma inhaler related.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I mean, these are facts. If this is important. If you got this kind of information, tell somebody. Just want the truth. That's all we want. Is the truth. Don't lie to us, Brock. We're not Vince. I'm just saying.
and also, what do you guys think about Stephanie McMahon's comments before the match, where she was saying
she was such an asshole about that.
I like Brock's comment though. He's like,
wasn't she though? Was she not an asshole about that?
Yeah, she was.
And they barely promoted that fight. They didn't talk about it until afterwards.
I guess they were scared because they were afraid that Brock was going to lose and didn't want to promote it.
You don't want to push something.
And plus, they weren't getting anything because
they said like Dana White talked to Brock Lesnar's people and Vince and Triple H about it. Said like Vince is still like Vince, intimidating and all of that. He still respects him, but he's just so damn intimidating.
And plus, they weren't getting anything from him because the chick that did Dance with the Stars pretty much bailed out on them. and the other guy...
Well, she got to get ready for a fight,
Yeah, but, I think that was one of the main reasons why WWE didn't do it.
Yeah. But now that they let Brock do it, they are leading towards them. Like, they are somewhat working together.
Yeah, but now it's probably going to be... Yeah, but now it's going to be...
add that to the fact that now they're working with Tap Out, so...
Yeah, Tap Out's a big thing now with WWE, one of their sponsors.
That is so damn cool. I love Tap Out.
Wow.
I love Tap Out clothes. I do wear Tap Out clothes.
Yeah, but you don't do shit.
Well, neither is Roman for 30 days. But
burn of the day. Burn of the night.
Roman, I had to. I'm sorry. You're gonna be on Raw next week anyway, so you ain't gonna be on the SmackDown Tuesday show.
Ooh. No, of course.
But moving on.
But so let's get back to let's talk about the final deletion.
Best TNA match of the year.
Oh!
Best TNA match of the year.
Of the
No,
decade.
be honest.
Yeah.
Did you feel some nostalgia when you watched that match?
Oh my God.
I gotta say, it's entertaining compared to the Raw of the July 4th. I really watched that for 3 hours than what I saw on July 4th episode of Raw.
Yeah, that.
Even
Which one, the food fight?
huh?
We talking about the food fight?
No, I'm talking about the whole Raw.
No,
The whole Raw
episode.
fucking sucked.
The food fight was fun.
Other than Kevin Owens under the table.
Did Jericho doing his thing? And, who was it? Big Cass pouring the juice, the punch on Bo. That was funny.
I mean, yeah, the food fight had its moments.
I've seen so many food fights from WWE. It's not even funny anymore to me.
I mean, that's Thanksgiving right there.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, but down there.
And I love how Miz brought that up. Like, this is why we can't do Thanksgiving on SmackDown anymore.
Thanksgiving was the thing I looked forward to, but I mean.
But honestly, even Sasha Banks' sexy ass can save the 4th of July
Or
Raw.
Lana,
And oh my god, Dana. We should get into this when we talk about Raw, but god damn it, Dana. Jesus, they did her so wrong. I mean, she fucking missed that kid.
She's awful.
Yeah.
Dana was.
I'm not blaming Dana for it because she was getting trained by Emma. Then Emma got hurt, but
she was green though.
She should never been called up from NXT. She should have stayed down.
Dana had no business. Dana got no business being where she is right now. She ain't ready. Dana's matches. Okay, the only good match I've seen so far from Dana was the one with Sasha because Sasha carried her through that, but. Like the way she
on Raw or SmackDown.
The one on Raw, I believe.
Yeah,
I didn't see the one on SmackDown, but I'm just saying who won that, by the way?
Sasha.
Oh,
okay.
Sasha won again.
Good. Okay, so basically, I just Dana's just been terrible in the ring. I mean, it's been awful.
And I don't blame her. I blame WWE.
I don't blame her for it. I really don't.
I understand what they tried to do, but when they put her with Charlotte, but that kind of fucks up Charlotte's whole character because what's the point of her getting rid of Ric Flair but then having Dana by her side? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't understand. That was rushed. That was rushed for drama. They shouldn't have taken that. I could see that happening like after her reign is gone a little longer, but that was too soon to do that. That was ridiculously too soon. If Charlotte had the belt for an entire year and then all of a sudden she didn't feel like she needed her father, that would make sense because okay, she's been undefeated for a whole year and she feels like she can handle herself. But right then, I mean that it was rushed, and now they need another. Now she gets another flunky. I'm just like, okay, come on, man.
Yeah.
But back to what you're saying, just that about final relation. One thing,
go ahead.
Like one thing, I give credit to Matt that he does more better than Jeff. Is he has this incredible way of reinventing himself.
Yeah.
So this is like Matt Hardy 5.0 at this point, man.
Matt doesn't reinvent himself.
Let's see. Hardy's Matt version 1. I think. What do you call it? When that whole thing with Lita and
Angela Diablo.
Yeah.
And kind of wavered off. Then he came to TNA Matt. And I counted that as on himself. It's like TNA Matt trying to be EC3. Then this. And then the whole thing, the whole Brother Nero thing, and the voice, and the hair, and Rebby Sky and her son, and the house. And it's just craziest damn soap opera I've ever seen in my life.
It's one of the craziest angles in wrestling history.
Yeah.
What's his name? Maddox? Like Little Maddox? And
King Max.
Yeah. And I was cracking up when he was speaking Spanish to that girl, the maid, and she's like, I'm Armenian. Like, of course you are. And where are the green beans? Green beans are in
And then we also got to bring up Ruby's dad. What do you call him? Senior? Huh?
I don't know.
Benjamin. Senior Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
That dude's
I don't know why I was going to say Senior Frog for some reason.
but that was just funny as hell.
That was hilarious. It was just like so campy. It felt like this was a wrestling version of a summer horror movie. You know, just campy popcorn fun. I was actually eating popcorn while watching this thing.
Yeah, get the battlefield ready for massacre. Yeah. And then it's showing him getting set the ring up.
Man.
The fireworks.
The fireworks were a nice touch.
The fireworks, the chair, the kendo sticks.
It was a nice.
And then when Matt came in with the gasoline, like, it takes a lot of fuel to delete a beloved Nero.
I mean, only crazy. I would have done without the drones.
Actually, yeah, I understand.
I was not crazy about the drones.
I understand what you're going with, but the one where he head popped out. Yeah. And he gave Matt the message, and then Matt go, "Oh,
hell!" It felt like some cheesy thing that you would have saw in one of the bad Terminator movies.
Yeah. And then Matt Hurt go, "Oh hell!" I mean, not Matt Hurt, but Jeff go, "Oh hell no!"
Oh, with his guitar, like, "Oh hell no, man!"
Yeah, that was a little.
What is that, man? Come on, Matt. I'm gonna get you, Matt. And always fun. I like him. Always fun seeing Will-O-the-Wisp.
And then he did Matt's lawn and said, "Brother Neil is not the only landscaper in the family." And
like Brother Nero, this is the way to be.
Yeah, then they had a match in the woods with the rail coming in by a car.
That was great.
And they called Matt by playing the violin. Then, the match was just hokey, but it was fun. Matt
it was one of my favorite I've seen this year.
Jeff kind of fucked up on one of the swantons.
Yeah,
I think it was either him or Matt.
I think it was Jeff.
Because he missed Jeff. I mean, he missed Matt and hit the
that was Jeff.
And, the thing with the fireworks was awesome. And then he was going around looking for Jeff. He goes, "Oh, shit!" And you're right, "Oh, shit!"
Yeah, that was
great. He used the boat, and then they go into the water, and then Will Kell show up. Then Senior Benjamin try to tase Willow. And then they go on the screen, and then they see Will on the ground, but then it turns out to be Senior Benjamin. Then the thing ends at the
dune,
the Hardy emblem.
The Hardy emblem on the
fire,
same dune. Yeah.
And all that. I like also when Matt took over his Twitter, and he had the thing going, delete.
Oh, my goodness.
And then there was one where he had the screening at, I think it's his house. And he had the people there. And Ruby came down on the pole. I guess it's like a pole connected to Max's room to the theater. And she came down with the kid on her back. And I'm like, seriously? But it's pretty good. I give Matt all the credit in the world because,
he tried something different.
I know a lot of people say, well, it's too cheesy, it's too dumb. I'm like, what else does TNA had to lose?
Yeah, TNA's got nothing else to lose.
TNA's pretty much in the shit. They got to do something because
they got attention.
They pretty much don't have anybody other than Jeff and Matt because I think EC3 been good over there, but he's not pushing anything. Bros ain't pushing anything. Jade ain't doing this shit, and I don't care what she says on Bombshells. You could be having all that, but let's be honest, the women TNA Nagasaki has been worth a damn in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a little underwhelming.
And it's just they need something, and this was it to try to get something right with TNA. And, like I said, compared to the 4th of July episode of Raw, this was better.
TNA is like, they will never be the same again. They had their own awesome version of what NXT is now, and they pretty much had their own awesome version of the Cruiserweight Classic going on during the time when it was at its high. And they just squandered it because they got too focused on their heavyweight division. They thought They thought, oh, we're not money unless we have a big superstar heavyweight division and our cameras are high quality and our sets look like Monday Night Raw and we sign up with Spike TV. That's what's going to make us a rival to WWE. That wasn't the answer. The answer wasn't reviving WCW. The answer wasn't wasting tons of money on old talent. The answer wasn't turning the ring square. The answer wasn't upgrading your cameras to ultra high def, and the answer sure as hell wasn't selling out to insurance companies so that you can get more, so you can bring in more advertising revenue.
But they had to do the HD thing because everybody was doing HD.
I know, but not they didn't have to. They didn't have to. There's a difference between going HD and going ultra high def to where everything looks too clean. Wrestling can look clean, but it doesn't have to look that clean. They look everything. There's a certain point when you go so high definition that everything looks so artificial. You know what I mean? It becomes surreal. The colors they chose, the color schemes, the lighting, it all looked wrong for TNA. They were trying too hard to be Raw. It was dumb, and you have to have your own original look. I mean, that's just the thing. Like you watch NXT. NXT looks nothing like any of the other shows. It's got this yellowish hue to it, and it has it's all built to look a certain way. Like like I said, I don't think I don't think TNA ever got that. I think TNA had it at one time, and then they just forgot it. TNA had an idea of originality, and then they gave up on it.
Yeah.
That's why AJ got pissed because they weren't going to pay him. They thought they wanted him to take a pay cut. Why should he take a pay cut? He gave most of his life to that company. Why should he take a pay cut? I'm just like, it's just crazy stuff. Why? Because you wasted all your money in contracts with Hogan, Steiner, and Bischoff? It's not my fault. I mean, really.
Nash.
Yeah, Nash especially, the biggest leech of them all. Lord, I mean, come on, man. Dixie, it's not just because Dixie was too nice to not waste her money doesn't mean that AJ Styles should have to take a hit. So I mean, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. But let's get on into Raw since we pretty much delved into it. Since the last time we were on, we got new WWE champion Dean Ambrose. After Money in the Bank, where Seth defeated Roman Reigns, which was it was an okay match. It was good.
Seth beat him straight up.
Yeah, well, we found out why.
That was a great counter to Spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dean won Money in the Bank that night and cashed in and got the title from Seth, which was good. But I was kind of a little sad because I really wanted Kevin Owens to win.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And I wanted to see what Kevin Owens was going to do with it.
I think what happened there was that the writing staff got a little too romanticized in the idea of having the Shield battle.
I remember saying it during our show, like, it could be Ambrose. And then watch what happens if Ambrose wins. He's going to go down there for the main event. I did not think I was going to be that spot on.
You were on it.
I seriously thought it was going to be Owens, too.
Yeah, you were on it. I thought, me personally...
Yeah, I kept thinking, like, if it is, the only reason it's going to be Ambrose is he's going to go down there that night.
Yeah.
Damn.
But one thing right quick. The Fatal 4-Way tag match, it was good, but it was a clusterfuck.
There were a few botches.
Yeah.
That
was, there were some...
AJ and John Cena match was good.
That was fantastic storytelling. That really, I'm like, see, people, this is where Cena's credibility as a person somebody who loves the business shines in. He didn't, where other people who are of like more of the Hogan mindset wouldn't sell for someone like AJ Styles. John Cena and the writing staff did a fantastic job of telling the story right.
I mean, the only problem AJ had with that was when the Nexus thing happened and he thought that he should go over, but then he quickly realized that he was wrong.
Yeah.
Which you never hear Hogan say something like that.
No. And here's the thing, man. Like, I think that Cena has shown time and time again that he is willing to do what's best for the story. Like in this case, he let pretty much AJ is years his senior in this, so he let AJ AJ getting there, and AJ wrestled circles around in this match. I mean, he counted everything. Like even the moments when he would get like hope spots, the AJ would have an answer for it. It makes sense because WWE is showing respect to the years and other promotions they spent. I mean, because we know who he is. It's like what happened with Vader when they wanted to call him the Mastodon. They had to give him the name Vader because it's Vader. We all know who it is. We're not going to accept any less. We all know who he is. You know, I like when WWE is able to step back and let their egos aside and let something be what it has to be to make money. That's how you make money. You let it be what it has to be. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. He's already the wheel. AJ is the money. AJ Styles is a better wrestler than John Cena. AJ Styles is playing heel. They saved John Cena's credibility with that whole thing at the end. Although some people felt, I didn't think it would have hurt if AJ just beat him straight up, because that gives John Cena a mountain to climb, and we would respect John Cena all the more if he came back and could credibly show us how he would beat AJ Styles after being at such a disadvantage. It's fine, but I thought this was great. That was a fantastic match. I mean, man, it don't get no better than that.
But just want to bring a few things from the Money in the Bank, since that was the last time we were on. Getting to Raw, I gotta say something about this. The Battle Royal for the the number one contention for the Intercontinental title match, the ending was fucked up.
Really thought Apollo Crews was gonna get that.
Me too.
Yeah, that was.
But the ending, which is stupid, with Darren Young just sitting there in the ring, and Apollo and Baron Corbin eliminate both each other for him to win. I mean, I understand that they trying to push Darren Young, but the way they did it was just...
It should have been him throwing them both over.
Yeah, that would have made more sense, but it's just...
I like Darren, but I think Apollo Crews is worth more money. Yeah. I really think he's worth way more money.
I don't understand what they're trying to do with Darren Young. I mean, apparently they say it's his idea to do this thing with Bob Backlund.
But it's too soft. Like, here's the thing about this thing. I've watched all of these segments they've done. The problem with it is that
you watched and paid attention. I did not pay attention.
I did. I did.
I paid attention.
I think I zoned out 5 minutes into it, 5 seconds into it.
And with for good reason, Pierre. I think you did. I think you did what you were supposed to do in that case. Because
it's the bow tie. It's that damn bow tie.
No. I'll tell you what it was. It was the fact that for what they were trying to do with that angle, with those segments, they held back too much. Like, okay, if you want to tease the concept of Darren Young, a black, I think isn't he homosexual?
Yeah, he's
gay. Yeah, a black homosexual, which represents the very...
He came on TV.
Yeah, which is the very ideal for being liberal. With this hardcore conservative and Bob Backlund image you got there, you don't hold back the punches. I mean, you let him really cross over. I mean, you really want... If you're trying to get him to be a heel or whatever you're trying to do with him, go ahead and don't dance around the issue. Don't dance around what you're doing. Go ahead and let Bob Backlund lay into us. Like, let him do it. That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. But that's why this angle isn't working. It can't be PC for it to work.
Which is kind of shocking, since the whole thing, what happened at the end when he jumped up on Backlund.
It can't. It will not work. If trying to be PC when you're writing something like this, it's not going to work. That's not going to get a reaction out of us. It's when you're not PC about it. It's when you're hardcore. Okay, let Backlund preach a hardcore, like let him go total conservative on us, and they will get a reaction. Yeah. We know it's wrestling. You got that was weak. The segments were weak. That's why Pierre was yawning. That's why I was annoyed, and that's why probably you only seen some of it. It was weak.
I mean, I saw the thing. It's just that the way it was done, with him just sitting over there in the corner, laying out, and both Baron and Apollo Crews eliminating themselves.
I agree. I'm just talking about.
It's just kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, his performance in that was not what I would hope for a big splash. It wasn't the big splash we needed. But
and I hope and I pray to God it's not going to lead to Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin match. I really did not want to see that shit.
They might do that because Apollo Crews still hasn't necessarily. I don't think he beat Baron Corbin in their last meeting. I don't think he's beaten Baron Corbin yet. I'm not sure. I don't think he was
I
able.
wouldn't be surprised.
I think Baron Corbin only
I wouldn't be surprised if that's a match on Raw tomorrow.
No, he didn't beat Baron Corbin. I think that's why they're doing this, because he hasn't proven himself to beat Baron Corbin. I think he tried a couple of times to beat Baron Corbin but couldn't do it.
Honestly, I'm tired of Baron Corbin. He needs to go back to NXT and just stay there for a few more.
Baron Corbin needs to study. Baron Corbin needs to study Mike Awesome. He'll make it then. He will make it. He needs to study Mike Awesome. He would make it. He'll make it then.
Have Sheamus versus Zack Ryder, but who cares about that? At the end, Rusev comes out.
Nice remix to the theme song.
Okay. Rusev comes out, and Rusev sets his challenge for the U.S. title. Let's see, what else? We talked about Sasha and Dana, the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn part. Good match between Owens and Cesaro.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. I mean, you're going to get good wrestling. I really think this is the wrong stage to settle it. I think this feud between these two is so legendary. The fact that you want to kind of sell this on major paper, you want to carry this over. I mean, this thing's been going on since NXT and before. This is a legendary feud. I mean, you got to ride this thing out to a big conclusion. And I don't think it should end there. But I mean, I know it's going to be a good match regardless. But I don't think they should end it at Battleground. But anyway.
Well, it depends on the draft.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of the draft,
the fun draft.
The one thing I want to say is I hope it's pretty good they don't break up Enzo and Big Cass.
If you go on, I'm telling you guys in our audience, if you go on YouTube, there's so many people who've got their own draft predictions. It is hilarious. And, and pretty cool, actually,
Yeah.
Like, you just type WWE draft predictions 2016, and they got it all set up. Like, you think these are people actually working to come and got the whole segment and everything, and music playing, and some of the ideas are pretty great. But yeah, I remember saying that last show. That was a big rumor, was Enzo and Cass might break up, and I don't think it's going to be a thing where it's just where it's going to be tag teams are going to be drafted together.
I think that would be best for business, because they did this before and it was horrible.
Well, they did with the Dudleys, and it only worked for Bubba.
Yeah, it really went bad when they drafted London Kid to Raw.
Yeah, but they need to keep Enzo and Cass together, because apart they're not that good. I mean, just for now. For right now, they just need to keep them together.
Yeah, and this might also indicate what happened on the Raw show with Wyatt and New Day, is the fact that at least one person may be out of New Day.
Yeah, let's talk about that. The Wyatts and New Day segment. Actually, it was pretty good.
It was entertaining. I thought it was a little bit unorganized. The way they told it.
Final deletion was way better.
It was, but here's my thing about that segment. Okay, when someone is like certain parts of it, it kind of carried on over too long. Like, it kind of became unrealistic, because some of the situations where people got knocked out and stuff. I mean, some of those situations.
I hope you really sold that throw of the car.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't recover. I don't see why they're like why they scripted people to recover from certain things like that. And what was the purpose of it? Like, it looked like for a second that the purpose was to capture was to capture one of them. I figure, I thought the purpose would be to take somebody. You know what I mean?
I thought the whole thing was going to be inside a barn.
Yeah, something.
It looked like it.
Shit, I honestly thought that
there was no building. Yeah, there was no building. I didn't understand the structure of it.
Well, it looked like they were going to take.
Am I supposed to believe that the Wyatts actually do live in the damn woods?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Peter Pan shit.
Well, there must be a barn or something, or like a shack, because we see it in the videos. There has to be a place.
Yeah. But it looked like they were gonna take Xavier Woods at one time.
That's what I thought. That would have made sense. That's why segment didn't make sense to me at all. The segment didn't make sense to me
But
because
he just threw him into the car and
I'm
started
saying,
breaking the window. I'm like, how's that?
The segment would have made perfect sense if he had just taken Xavier Woods. Why didn't he take Xavier Woods? That doesn't make sense. That makes sense if they took
him up and dropped him.
That gives us something, like he was carrying him off. I said, oh, that's what this is about. They came to get him. It makes sense.
I mean, almost chopped your head off with a damn axe.
What were the writers thinking? It doesn't make sense for them not to capture him. I don't understand that. They should have captured Xavier Woods, and that should have been the end of it. It went on too long.
I like how they were fighting in their compound on a nicely mowed lawn.
Yeah, they're out.
I mean, I thought this would be like a shitty looking lawn, like one that's near my house, like weeds out and everything. I thought, ants everywhere. I mean, this is the Wyatt. I mean, they used to follow the buzzards, so I thought there'd be buzzards flying around, like some Walking Dead shit.
If I had directed this segment, I would have chosen a more realistic setting. I mean,
I would have like more rundown cars.
I would have had the place looking like crap. I mean, I would have shot this in the bayou somewhere.
Sheet mask everywhere, which came up in the end, but still, I mean, I just thought it was too clean cut.
Yeah, I would have had it in the bayou. I would have done it in the middle of the bayou somewhere.
Like swamps and shit.
Yeah, I would have had it looking hardcore. I mean, I would have really.
Come on by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel the Wyatt Club. I feel like that's how it is.
Kind of remind me of old school SmackDown when they had like the, in the game they had you go to the back of the arena with the cars.
Yeah. That's what it was kind of like. You fighting SmackDown. Here comes the pain when you fight. Oh, that's a classic.
But it was a pretty good segment. I just wish that they kind of did things a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at least it was this and not like a match at Battleground or anything like that.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. But I brought that up related to the draft because it does seem like Xavier Woods is going to get drafted away from them.
It could have.
If you notice his attitude towards this and the whole Wyatt thing and the compound, it feels like he's slowly getting away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which sucks.
Because I wonder how that's going to affect up, down, down.
Yeah, I like it when Biggie plays these games with him, man.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about that.
Speaking of that,
that's some of the best segments is with him, Sasha Banks, whenever Miz is mad, or Swagger almost winning a tournament, which I'm still pissed about that.
Oh yeah, what did you thought about when Seth brought the cake and then all the girls came in there and they were eating the cake on the floor?
I loved it. That was too funny.
And motherfucking Summer Rae, I don't know what she was thinking. Like, she was eating the cake on the floor, right? And Seth had this cake, right? And
I saw it.
And so, like, first they had JoJo come in, which was funny as hell, especially with Kobe saying, "Get your ass in here." And, like, she ate the cake on the floor. Summer Rae comes and eat the cake on the floor. Then she goes and stomps the board that had the cake on it with her heels for no reason.
That she might not be right in the head.
She's a psycho.
And then
she's weird.
And then when Mae Young comes in, then she eats the cake on the floor and the Summer Rae put her foot on it. I mean, it's just nuts, man. But
that's why Xavier Woods has got the best YouTube channel. Well,
if they're gonna make
epic battles or epic rap battles in history.
If they making shows for WWE Network, why the fuck they don't give Xavier Woods a show on there? Why don't they make up the?
I think the thing is because with the YouTube show, he does have more freedom.
Yeah, he has more freedom.
They
don't want to cage him.
Use the games, and he gets more stuff to do.
Plus his licensing situation.
And hey, as long as WWE's still cool with it, he's fine where he is.
Yeah.
Because they easily could have turned this whole thing down, not let him do it, but they let him do it. The video game companies let him do it, and plus it's nice seeing the WWE superstars be themselves,
Yeah.
Like, they're not really their characters. Like, you're not shocked to see that, Bray Wyatt and Neville are hanging out playing games, or like Sasha and Becky Lynch are playing games or some shit like that. They're having fun, and it's great. the network don't need this. I don't want this on the network.
Yeah, that'd be too
I don't
controlling.
want something done like this awesome on the same channel or whatever as Swerve, you know?
Well, I did enjoy that.
Or Swerve or
I did enjoy that one segment with the New Day and Usos though,
I didn't see that one.
where they were going like drop it down for a discount. That was funny. Especially with the
Has
old.
anybody seen? I keep asking because I want to know how it is. Has anybody seen the Ancient Christian one yet?
No, not yet.
I'm just intrigued, and you know, does anybody watch Camp WWE?
No,
I need to watch
we
it.
need to watch that too.
I don't know. I love Seth Green, but this, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a rock and wrestling kind of thing, like that cartoon. You know?
Yeah, dude, do you know how back in the day, dude, do you know how back in the day that is? Oh my god.
Aren't you impressed? I remember that. I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, but this Camp WWE, Little Boy Rock, and Stone Cold Cena, junk. I don't know.
Okay. So
But
let's.
then there's some obvious things that'll happen on the draft. I mean, we all know Cena's going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Probably AJ and the club.
They're gonna have a war over there.
Probably Owens.
Yeah.
Owens or Zayn, they're both are not. They're not going to be on the same show together.
No.
Well, no, not that since they promoting the whole thing with Battleground and all that.
Yeah.
But
Which isn't it weird that it really shouldn't it have done the draft after Battleground?
yeah,
Yeah, I would think they would have.
I guess for
It's
some
a
reason.
little weird how they doing this.
Yeah. But let's get to the final segment of Raw with Vince coming out and the whole segment with him, Stephanie, and Shane.
Never get tired of Vince in that walk.
Yeah, there's that rich man walk.
I mean, you can't look away, man.
Rich bureaucrat walk.
Yeah. First of all,
That's what you got.
First of all, are we watching the same thing, Vince, when he was talking about how Stephanie is being sweet? I'm like, seriously, Vince? Have we been watching the same?
Stephanie's being a serpent.
I seriously doubt it.
But you know, it was weak, and then you know he announced that Shane's gonna be the general manager for SmackDown, and Stephanie's gonna be the general manager for Raw, which honestly is no surprise.
I don't know. I kind of thought Stephanie was going to get
Apparently, the way Vince phrased it is they're going to be the commissioners, and apparently they need to hire general managers.
Oh yeah,
they're going to hire general managers and
That's what he phrased it.
and compete. And they already kind of, if you believe the online rumors, they kind of already given away the SmackDown GM.
yeah. Well, they saying that it might be Daniel Bryan, which honestly is not a bad idea.
Give them something to do.
Even though I was gonna get into this when we do the Cruiserweight Classic, I like him with what's the name? What's the guy's name?
Oh yeah, Mauro Ronaldo. It was fantastic.
Yeah, him and Ronaldo were great.
Yeah, Marco Ronaldo.
Yeah, but you know, I don't have a problem with Brian being GM, and we all know Stephanie's gonna have Triple H's GM, so that's no shocker.
See, my wife's cousin Reed. Hey Reed, he's one of our biggest listeners. How you doing, Reed? I told you I would give you a shout out. He's thinking it's gonna be Angle.
Nah, I don't see it.
He's serious. He's like really pitching that. He thinks
I mean, it'd be funny because of Angle and Shane having that, but
exactly.
I don't think that's gonna work.
The whole thing with Angle
The whole time with
and
Angle,
Shane, the history, and
plus the whole history with Hunter and what he did.
I mean, that
behind
would
Hunter's
be a
back.
better surprise because the Triple H thing.
It'd be good if they did it. It'd be hilarious if they did it.
If you get Angle, that would be pretty sweet.
That'd be funny.
I think
Angle working for Stephanie.
Doubt it.
Just like Angle, let us think in Angle working for Stephanie.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's more believable than Heyman working for Stephanie.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine
That could happen now because Heyman is a snake, man. Heyman. The one thing
I was thinking,
Heyman being the GM for Stephanie.
Nah, I think he was going to be the GM for Shane.
They should do that. They should still make Heyman
Not in a million million years.
They don't. I know that's what makes it so great.
This ain't like shoot like sort of. I mean, they really literally despise each other.
Stephanie hates him because he didn't let her in on the fact that he was spying on the raw phone calls on her behalf, when he really did it to protect her. But she was pissed because he lied to her, and I'm like, of course Paul lied to you. If you, what are you gonna do?
Everybody.
Go tell your dad that you were spying on the raw phone calls? You were involved? No, you don't tell him that. Paul Heyman's gonna take all the brunt for that. Paul Heyman's gonna be your fall guy for that. I don't know. I almost am willing to believe that those two are working us on that. I'm almost willing to believe that just because it's worth so much that you know.
No, not like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I almost believe it's a work.
It's fun wishful thinking, but I don't see it. But you know,
she probably. I mean, she probably does despise him though.
Yeah. Of course she does, dude. You see the Heyman DVD?
It's hilarious.
The way she was talking.
Stephanie is a good actor.
But no, she's not.
Yeah, she
tries to. Oh, well, yeah. I was gonna talk about the end of Raw, but you go ahead.
Stephanie's clever.
But so
Raw. Did you laugh? Did you bust out laughing? What happened at the end of Raw?
Nah, I just thought it was fucking lame that Stephanie smacked Shane in the face and then Shane gives her a kiss on the cheek.
No, I'm talking about what happened after that.
What happened after that?
You talking about when she tripped on the stairs?
She what?
When she tripped on the stairs.
She almost
tripped and fell.
Oh, so that's why they were laughing.
Yeah, because she almost.
I saw the Hulu version, and they edited it out, and you only see like the reaction that Shane and
I saw the live version.
You missed it. She almost fell off those stairs.
Shane laughing it off because come on, it's Shane, and he gave her a kiss. She goes down the steps, and she literally slipped like a second from falling, and she caught herself, but still. And then Shane is trying so hard not to laugh.
She was in her heels.
Yeah, because I was wondering why everybody all of a sudden was laughing, and because they were focusing more on Shane, and then he was kind of laughing, and then
Stephanie probably went back to the production truck and said, "Edit that shit out."
She's definitely walking off. She's trying not to laugh too.
Yeah, but then they just showed her.
I'm surprised they haven't posted that on Botchamania yet.
Oh, it'll be there. It'll be there.
Oh yeah, Norm Magic, he probably caught that shit, and they probably put it on there.
Oh yeah.
So probably won't have to wait to watch it.
I was like on the floor. I was just, and that's moreover still. I mean, if she went all the way down to the floor, I would have been, that's too much. That's too much.
Oh God.
Give me a heart attack.
She almost fell.
It's like, Stevie, you better come up there next time in Converse or something.
But
that's almost as wacky as you dancing with the New Day that one time.
It almost would have been a little bit. She probably almost could have sold it off if she had just taken the fall, because, like, she could have played it off because she slapped Shane in the face, and I mean, it was such a slap. I mean, she nailed him in the air.
Oh yeah, she got him.
Yeah, I mean,
like before that when she was saying all that stuff.
And Shane took it well.
When she said all that stuff to Shane, didn't it feel real? Like she really meant a lot of that.
Probably. But Shane took it well. He didn't flinch or anything. He just stood there.
Yeah.
Nobody realizes how hard Stephanie slaps people.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like she slaps, like when she slapped Roman Reigns that one time.
Oh yeah, she really gave it to him. Yeah, she slapped the piss out of him.
She hurts people.
Yeah, she slapped the piss out of him.
Yeah, and then smiling, taking it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Roman, you better smile. You're gonna be taking it a lot for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
oh, we didn't even talk about that. How about that? The Rollins report.
Oh God, that was.
It's just that one clip he showed where Roman Reigns going, "I did it. Yeah, I did it." And I was just like, man.
That's fine.
Still better than the new Daily Show. Yeah.
I mean, it was alright. It's just this whole trying to redeem Roman by having Seth go out there and telling he needs to be out of the triple threat. It's just a waste of freaking time.
Yeah.
It's taken away from the story.
They're biding time.
Yeah. Seth, they keep having, because again, they don't usually do this when people are suspended. They keep bringing it up and bringing it up. And You know.
Yeah.
So.
On to.
It's just like Roman. Don't do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Good luck with that.
Don't pull William Regal or Evan Bourne. You get 60 days. Or Randy Orton.
Yeah. But on to something better. The Shinsuke Nakamura match. This was awesome.
Fantastic match.
Match
one of a kind.
It was a good match. It was a heck of a battle.
This I actually got to see on YouTube. I want to thank the great YouTube person for posting that.
I like how.
I'm not gonna say your name because you might get in trouble. So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw the post.
What post?
Yeah,
they put my post on YouTube.
I got you,
on our show?
I won't throw you out to the wolves.
Somebody posted the match on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah, I posted the whole thing.
Yeah, probably in trouble for that.
That's why we're not saying his name.
Well, I don't know because I use my WWE account. But it was a damn good match.
It was a good match. It was a
kind of weird that they did it on regular NXT, but then again, they probably needed something to hook people to see the Cruiserweight Classic.
And it was the next big NXT show is Nakamura and Joe. So.
The match was not a 5, but boy, it was up there.
And considering a certain someone might get drafted to SmackDown Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's one of my predictions. Balor's going to be at SmackDown.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, because the fans did chant it, "Please don't go" at the end. So
yeah, because it does what it seems like. It does seem like this was the farewell. Kind of like what Zayn did it.
Like I said, Shinsuke is kind of now Regal's kind of got Shinsuke being kind of the show's executioner. He's the guy who axes you off the show now. I think that's his job now. Like, whenever somebody's about to get called up, Shinsuke's going to get called down the walking papers.
Back to when the Zayn Nakamura match, when Nakamura was coming out, Zayn had the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah, that was great.
I love that. I love that Zayn was geeking out during that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I'd be too. Any performer would be like
Shinsuke
Nakamura. It's like crap.
And now Finn Balor's about to go. Well, he did all he could. He did all that needed to be done in NXT.
Yeah, I kind of.
So I want him to be the highlight of my Tuesday night.
Yeah, but I'd say this. I'm kind of intrigued with Shinsuke Nakamura's origin story because some guy on YouTube does like these wrestling origins, and he talks about how wrestlers got into wrestling and
I've seen that.
That was pretty interesting,
It's kind of like the wrestling version of that guy who does Comics Explained.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that is cool.
And they talked about how in school about he been interested in wrestling and all that. It's pretty cool. But the match was great. Nothing else I could say about it. That one where Finn did the stomp to his chest.
That was awesome.
And then he did the stomp to his leg, and I'm like, damn.
They weren't playing. They legitimately looked like they were both having a damn good time in there. They were really, they're buddies. They were really having a good time in there. And
the great thing is, the whole show was centered around them.
Yeah.
Except for the Joe. Well, Joe did talk about it, and he did, lead to it. But then the whole thing with him and Rhino, setting up the match between him and Rhino next week. It was just amazing how they did it with,
one match.
And you're sitting there.
They ECW'd it.
And then you see that, and then you look at Raw, and you're like, how the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Why does this trans over to Raw? And then you remember it's Vince and Kevin Dunn.
It's Vince and Kevin Dunn doing Raw. So you're looking at something Triple H is doing, And look, the hint, they pulled an ECW. They got Rhino on this little hint for you. It's an ECW format. They do the whole episode of the match. The whole episode is the match. It's an ECW. It's clever. It's a clever little joke in there they did with that. I like that. That was really cool how they did that.
But it was cool seeing Rhino.
Yeah, it's good. It's always good seeing Rhino. Rhino comes in and does a little thing.
I'm glad he's getting the exposure because of what happened. Him getting released from WWE. So it's good seeing that he's.
I think he hangs out at the performance center, helps
I think
out.
he's on the trailers now. I guess.
Yeah, he probably, like I said, every once in a while when they need a fill, they just give him a call, say, "Come on down, dude, we got you, need you on the show next week." So he comes down, does his little thing, you know, disappears, comes back. It's a good gig, get paid. It's a good gig, man.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Also, okay. So let's get into this. The Cruiserweight Classic kicked off this week. First episode had Carol, you might need to help me with these names.
Okay.
Garin Matati.
Oh yes. Okay. So yeah, the Cruiserweight Classic kicked out, and we had Grand Metallic rather I call him, but yeah, Grand Metally, and he beat Alejandro Saez in that first match, which it was a great way to open things.
Good match.
Yeah.
The dude doing the the 350 off the top rope to the outside was good. The dude walking on top, kind of like doing the old school, but he did the walk without the dude holding the guy's hands. Yeah. Then he jumped and landed up to this splash. Sweet. Was nice.
That was sweet. Yeah, it was really
a good match.
Yeah, and the match, man, the match that came out there, I got a lot to say about this this next one, man, dude. Like,
but let me say this before you get started on that one. The opener and the set design is awesome.
I love it.
I'm glad that they did. I'm glad they didn't, just keep it like with NXT. They did something different.
Blue.
They had Corey Graves in like the control center, with the brackets and all that. That was nice. And like we said before, Daniel Bryan and what's his name?
Yeah, Mauro Ranallo
were great. Both guys were excited about it. I mean, it was nice and
Triple H picked the right people. Yeah,
and I just liked it. But good. So let's get to the second part.
Okay, before I get into the actual match, I'm gonna highlight something for the folks who were wondering about this match and where this guy came from. Okay, let me tell you this: the country of China, the big one, China is the financial backer for a lot of things in this world. One of those things being Hollywood and the entertainment business. In fact, China is known to have pretty much commitments and financing to almost $600 million. $600 million, mind you. Like $600 million in backing the Hollywood movies and such. Because these giant corporations in China, they partner together and able to pull massive funds to fund these productions. They want to learn. They're learning from the American entertainment business. They're learning from Bollywood. They're learning from us. Okay, China has the craziest population, like the largest freaking population. There's a lot of money there. WWE wants to get into that. China. Apparently, this guy Ho Lun started pretty much the Japanese Professional Wrestling Federation, which is the first wrestling thing based in China, apparently, I think.
Oh, so he was the one that started the school?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't one, and he started his own at like 15 or something like that?
Yeah, started, there was no, China didn't do pro wrestling, basically. This is WWE's chance to start sinking their teeth into the Chinese market. Getting a guy from China to lead the way, maybe starts clinging on to some more people, may start a huge industry in China in terms of selling professional wrestling in China. If you can sell professional wrestling in China to the Chinese and you already have a base over your competition there, think of the money. It's an endless pool of money if you get China locked in, if you get China hooked on pro wrestling. It's an endless money stream. It's like the bottomless pit of money. So I see why they pushed Ho Lun in this match, even though Daivari was obviously way superior.
Yeah, he was.
That guy was good.
That guy was better than his brother.
Oh yeah, he was great. Wow. He was great. Ari was great. Which
I was surprised though that they named his brother after all the crap that
they
went on with him.
they went
But
for
they
it.
did say Hamid son.
No,
So.
they just named him by name, which is fair. I'll say this: I think that WWE, like he obviously Davari did everything he could to cover up the greenness of this performer, and the simplicity of his moves had no innovation whatsoever compared to the competition. We're talking the best damn cruiserweights in the world.
I don't think he even sailed that good.
He couldn't, and he wasn't, and his strikes were weak. Everything about him was weak and slow. I get it, but I guess when you're talking about to the other end of things, you're talking about a chance to stick your foot into a much needed new market. I get that. I don't fault WWE for trying to do this because I would be willing to do it and get into that money too. But Ho Ho Lun, they should have coached him. They need to really coach him before they get into this next round. They need for his next showing. They need to coach him. It doesn't help if he's not able to convince us that he is this role he's playing. We can't. If he's the hero, he has to look like a hero, and he has to be more intense. Ho-Ho was bad, and I mean, as my friend Simon McClellan said, Ho-Ho sucked. I mean, he just did. It couldn't be helped. I hope that like I said, they really need to be careful with this. It could come off the wrong way. You know what I mean? And yeah, we're talking the best cruiserweights in the world. Maybe just because he's the only one out of China, he's the best. He's one of the best in the world. I get it, but yeah, really, I don't know. He needs to get together before for his next showing. He needs to get together. He really needs to get. They need to get somebody in there to coach him fast, real fast, because it was almost too noticeable how weak he was compared to the competition. But yeah, that's what I Ho Ho Lun. China is money, people. China is money. China is money. Man, and WWE really wants that money so bad that they'll push somebody who really can't really carry a match. Understandable.
Here we have Cedric Alexander versus Clint Patriot. I think they said Clint Patriot was one of Lance Storm's students.
Yeah, he was one of Lance Storm's students. Looked great. Cedric Alexander, wow, fantastic. Just as good as he was. And Fred, our buddy Fred Yehai wrestled him a good bunch of times. Him and Cedric Alexander know each other quite well. This is really good, man. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. The execution, just beautiful. I mean, I can't wait to see more of it.
And then we had, God, remember, what's the guy's name?
Oh, you talking about the T.J. Perkins?
Was it T.J. Perkins versus, no, it was,
that was the next match.
No, I thought the next match was the Japanese guy versus the Samoan.
Oh, that was okay.
What's
You're talking about oh my God, folks, this is the Japanese superstar, and this is the guy they've been talking about, and this guy's name, my goodness, and like I said, the Japanese superstar, and he took on the Samoa.
What was that?
Which one are you talking about, Kota?
Yeah, we're talking about Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi.
I strongly believe he's gonna win this thing.
Yeah, they're pushing hard on Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi.
You can tell with this tournament, there are certain people they are really shining on. Like, getting a lot of attention to.
Yeah.
And like he is definitely at least gonna be in the final.
Well, it was a pretty good match between him and the small guy. I can't remember it.
He was fantastic.
But it was a pretty good match, and it was a good start. So, but all in all, pretty good showing. Can't wait for the next episode. And good job, WWE for doing something right. Because it's kind of funny that Ring of Honor and TNA did stuff like this before, and WWE never did it before. But now I guess because they had the network and they need stuff, and Triple H probably wanted to do this from the get go.
Yeah, he did. He saw the money.
So hats off to Paul for finally doing something. Giving us this.
We can't. That's why we can never totally hate Paul anymore.
No.
We can never totally hate Paul anymore.
No.
Well, people been saying that for ever since he did NXT that we can't do it now.
Yeah,
That's why. That's one of the reasons why the whole thing with him and Roman was pretty much a good idea.
Triple H is saving the WWE. He's been saving Vince's company.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, he's the one saving it.
Yeah. All right. Last time, let's get into this. This week they revealed the collector's edition of the WWE 2K17, the Nexus package, and for $100, you're gonna get a bunch of you get a painting of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, it's
you
signed.
get it's signed by Shinsuke Nakamura. You also get
and also you get like a Finn Balor action figure.
Yeah, a statue.
It's
I
a
think.
statue actually.
Statue. How tall is it?
Huh?
How tall is it?
I can't remember.
It's
about
8. It's 8.
And you get 4 unlockable characters: Shinsuke and Apollo Crews, and I forgot the other 2. Oh, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
3.
No, I think it was 4.
It was Nia Jax.
It was Shinsuke, Apollo Crews, and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Jax. And probably was 3. And you get, I guess you get 10 like they did with the Undertaker collection, but instead of it's an NXT 10.
Yeah, it's an NXT 10, and I think you get like this card with like a piece
you get
of
like
map
a Topps card with a piece of the map from NXT Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And it's $100.
Yeah.
If I had the money,
$100.
yeah, it said $9.99. I mean $99.99.
Which is funny because I can get we can get that little Nintendo thing for like
$50. Yeah, 50.
That is a great fucking deal.
Yeah, I would be willing to. I'm gonna buy one of those.
Like, basically, my wife really wants that for her birthday.
I have to own one.
Does it have like the old Nintendo games?
It's all preloaded.
She's in another room. She just yelled, "Yes, I do."
The entire library is loaded on there.
Are you serious?
I would.
The entire
every single Nintendo game on there.
All the essentials, every essential you can name is loaded on there.
Paperboy.
Even all the Marios, they're all loaded.
All Nintendo
Marios.
All the essentials.
Pac-Man, Castlevania, got fucking Punch Out in it.
We're not talking. When I say all of them, I'm not talking about LJN crap. I'm talking about the real games. They're all loaded on.
Fucking Tecmo Bowl and that.
Yeah, they got everything on there.
I gotta check this out.
Yeah, look at. Have you guys seen that? Dude, people have been putting up the trailers.
And
you might have to
scroll down, but there's an actual video of it.
Do you get
a controller? I don't think
they're included.
Do you get a zapper and do you get Duck Hunt? Because if you do, then I'll sell it.
I didn't see the zapper. I saw the controller.
Saw what?
He's asking, do you get the zapper gun?
Do you get the zapper gun and Duck Hunt?
I don't think you get the zapper. They just showed like the actual device
console
and the joystick area. I don't think you get the zapper gun.
I would say that'd be
too bad.
I would say that'd be an instant cop if I could get Duck Hunt.
Because I understand, I would love if they included Paperboy and Jordan versus Bird.
Oh man, that would have been good.
And Blaze of Steel.
Oh my God, yeah, the hockey game. I know what you're talking about.
Blaze of Steel and Double Dribble.
So
with the fights, yeah, I remember.
So who's doing it? Nintendo? Because I'm kind of shocked if they are behind it, because you would think, because isn't like the big thing for like Wii U is like you can go and buy like the old Nintendo games and put it on there?
I think it's from one nostalgia.
How many people still have a Wii?
Well, a few people, but they pretty much stopped production themselves. They're gonna do another console.
Yeah.
Console.
I forgot what it's called, but they did say they were gonna stop.
Yeah. And then my wife said as soon as she gets it, she said I can't play on it.
What? Dang.
Because I got my PS4 out. She told me that I want like, can I at least play Punch Out?
Yeah, I want to play Punch Out now.
And Mario Brothers 2?
I didn't get to see which Punch Out it was.
Why do you want to play 2?
I didn't mind 2.
Oh, come on.
I enjoyed 2.
They got 2 and 3 on there. They got
Two
It's gonna be one.
sucked.
It's 1, 2, and
Two
3 in the Mario Bros.
sucked.
2 was another
Two-
game. 2 was
two
Doki Doki
sucked.
Panic. 2 was Doki Doki Panic. That's what it was.
Yes, we know that. I'm just saying it sucked though.
Well, the real Mario, the real Mario Brothers 2 sucked. Believe me, I played it.
That's what I said. Two sucked.
No, I'm talking about the real Mario Brothers 2, not the.
We're
Doki
talking about
Doki.
lost levels.
Yeah, that was hard.
I wouldn't take the lost levels over.
They might got that. Oh yeah, they got Metro. It's gonna have Metroid.
Metro.
I wonder if they had
Metroid.
Gargoyle 13 on there.
Metroid and Mega Man 2.
I wonder if they're gonna have Gargoyle 13 on there.
I don't know.
I want to finish that game.
That would be good.
They had Castlevania and
That all the key.
what was the name of that bike racing game?
The what?
What was the name of that bike racing game?
Road Rash?
No, the other one.
Off road.
It began with an E. You know when they roast.
Excitebike. What's it called? Yeah. Oh God, not Excitebike. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
Excitebike, something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
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 But
So,
it seems interesting. I just wish they had Duck on there because I would definitely.
that's what I said. I said that too. It would have been nice if Duck Hunt, because that was the game back then.
Yeah, Duck Hunt, man.
I mean, you know, you had something when I'll tell you a story. I got.
We love stories.
Ha ha ha.
I'm
Well,
not saying we love stories here.
but I got my Nintendo because my cousin, right?
Yeah.
He was like he lived like 3 blocks from us, and I would usually try to go over to his house to play Mario Bros. What else? Some basketball game where like you try to do the dunk, they would have like this split screen where this image come up and it has like a guy actually dunking, and we always play Bad Dudes too.
Oh.
So I got mine, and like remember one time I was playing Duck Hunt, and then my whole family was there, and my mom tried, and my grandmother who had problems seeing, had glasses, couldn't walk without a cane, is sitting there in a chair trying to play Duck Hunt. That is great as hell.
A damn dog.
And she's trying to play Duck Hunt, and she missing badly. And I'm sorry, Grandma. Rest in peace. But she was playing badly.
She was shooting everywhere.
And then another one is my sister playing Mario Bros. And she, on the 3rd level, they had like the platforms, right?
Yeah.
And you try to get the Bowser Castle. And she trying to jump over that big gap. And she keep falling into the gap. She could never get past the gap. She always would fall into the gap. She
fell into the gap.
You know that big ass gap that you have to like run? You had to run and jump to get over it. She never could get past it. She kept jumping into the hole. But
man, that's brutal. Hey, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah,
I bet it was a ball to watch.
It's fun to watch. And just remembering when I was a kid, we had Nintendo and played those games, and I just remember playing Tecmo Bowl and having no idea what I was doing. And I'm trying to play off like I'm getting touchdowns. Like, nope, that's computer getting all the touchdowns.
Yeah.
My cousin literally told me that. Hey, look, I'm winning. I'm getting touchdowns. They're going, no, you're not. Computer is. You got like 42-0.
This is what we're talking about, Mutant League football.
He's like, you thought you were winning? I said, I thought I was that good. I thought I was impressive. I thought I was that good.
He still thinks that today.
And he looked at me like, this is exactly why we don't let you play Jordan versus Burrow with us anymore.
Oh.
You know, it was that damn slam dunk contest every damn time.
Yeah.
And but I'm excited. I hope we get it. I literally told my wife that I promise I won't touch it, play with it much. Just let me get punch out in some rounds of Double Dragon. I'll be great.
What I want to know is this Mike Tyson's Punch Out or is this the Mr. Dream Punch Out?
Mike Tyson's.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm cool. I don't want to play Mr. Dream.
Now that's a story where when we played Punch Out and we made it to Tyson, and we didn't care if we got our ass kicked. We were too excited about the fact we made it to Tyson.
Yeah, that's just oh my goodness, the feeling. And that's the thing, you can't.
He beat us in like 7 seconds, but still.
You can't do like you. Did anybody ever see where he actually played it against himself? Like the.
Oh yeah.
That was great. That was awesome. He actually did dodge some of the punches, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was sweet.
So, I didn't mean to divert into that, but yeah, in terms of that NXT deal, if you got the money, get it, because that's a great deal.
Yeah.
And plus, I would love to kick ass as Nakamura.
Oh yeah, shoot, yeah. I gotta play
with one of the best theme songs ever.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to pay for it. I already said to myself now, I'm probably gonna have to wait till Black Friday to get it because I already reserved.
I'm hoping my mother-in-law gets me that for Christmas.
Because I've already reserved Titanfall 2, and I don't know if I want to choose between that and 2K7. So 2K7, I'm gonna have to wait till Black Friday like last year. And
I'm just hoping for that. I still haven't gotten Mortal Kombat X yet.
Wow. I thought you owned that.
See, I pulled an arrow like you guys. I haven't played Mortal Kombat X yet.
I've been playing Mortal Kombat. I just need to get XL. I just need to add on. Which pisses.
But I'm being smart because this would be around the time, like in December, they start doing like they did just start putting like Game of the Year stuff on it.
Well, they already did it. I mean, they already got it out.
Boy,
well, thank you for that, fucker.
The way Melina
I'm trying to give myself
died.
some high hope, but you shot that to hell.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's like, it's like I already got that. They already have that. I'm like,
no, I mean, like, it's already out. I mean, they already have, like, XL, where you pretty much got, like, most of the characters roster now.
So you want to buy it for me?
Fuck no! I told you. I already told you. I'm trying to buy Titanfall and having to choose.
And then I'm trying to get like GTA 5 again.
Hell, I fucking want Overwatch.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
That would be nice.
I can't say when I finally got a PS4, I was gonna get Infamous Second Son. I hadn't even thought about getting that yet. I bet I can get a good deal for that.
And you still ain't on there where I can play with the Index Destiny.
What's that?
We still can't even play Destiny together.
Play what?
Destiny. Because you don't have a Plus membership.
I have a Plus to play Destiny with people online?
Yes.
When did that become a rule? I thought you just had to be online.
No, you have the Plus to play with people online.
Dang.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's pretty sad.
Ain't that sad? Now I can't wait to use fancy Nintendo thing when it comes down to.
Wait a minute, you telling me that you didn't realize that you can't play with people online without Plus?
I thought it was like PS3 where as long as you're online, you can.
Dude, they changed that. Dude, they changed that for the PS4, man. You gotta have.
You want me to put in money just to do multiplayer?
Yes, that's what every console now. That's every console now, dude.
Well, thank you. You're giving me a lot to think about.
Dude, just save some money and get the year plan like I did.
I got this thing called bills, man. I can't just save money.
I got bills too.
Wait, are we still filming?
But then again, I don't have a wife, so there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to ask you, what does your wife say when you thought about getting these games? And you're supposed to say, I don't have a wife, but I was supposed to say exactly.
No, I wasn't burning you. I wasn't burning you.
I know.
No
I was trying to
burn.
burn you. This one won't even let me burn him. See, kid?
A deflector shield.
He's done great.
Well,
You're more, man, DD, you're more believable than Wyatt family at a lawn mow compound.
wow. Now, I'm more believable than Roman Reigns being a heel or face.
Oh,
I think
nice.
he'd be a great heel.
Huh?
I think this is the perfect time for him to be heel.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't think he'd be a good heel?
I do.
He could have been, but
I mean, this is a moment you come back and you say all this stuff. He should have been a heel in the first place, you know?
Yeah. But,
anything when Batista came back should have been a heel in the first place.
Did anybody watch that Alex Greenfield interview he did?
What?
The Alex Greenfield they did for the writers room for MLW Radio. And he was talking about his run and how Triple H has definitely laughed at him about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I saw the comments, but I didn't see the whole thing.
Oh yeah, dude. He was saying like Hunter and Stephanie didn't believe that Guardians was gonna do that big. And they didn't want to promote it.
Which was all kinds of fucked up. But then again, he didn't really need them, so.
And how he kept begging Vince to go heel, and Vince won't do it. He was dead set on trying to force him down people's throats.
Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, that's Vince again.
He ain't never coming back.
He might, but it's probably gonna take us a lot of convincing, especially how they treated him.
Especially,
they'd have to give him a lot.
It's like Vince, it becomes now you have to promote Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Which now I kind of understand why he did that diss on Stephanie McMahon on Twitter.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about how the slap doesn't really help anybody. But,
you know what? Filming this episode, not considering it's happening this weekend, we have not mentioned Comic-Con at all.
Well, we'll mention it next time.
Comic-Con will be Comic-Con.
Number one. But
that'll be a fun thing to talk about. I'm pumped.
Yep. But
I'm talking like I'm gonna be there. I'm just gonna watch it on YouTube.
Well, we all.
Or Spike TV or Twitter.
Well, I said we can try to go. I mean, since California Kid is California, I'm pretty sure he knows somebody that gets in there.
I've been to Comic-Con 3 times.
Fuck you! Thank you, Mr. I've been to Comic-Con 3 times, so fuck you guys.
When's the last time you were there?
90s.
Oh.
And on that note, we should end this.
Thank y'all for letting us be nostalgic with y'all.
Yeah.
Talking about Nintendo in the 90s and then going nostalgic about the 80s.
Yeah. But,
what are we going to call this episode? Who you going to call?
No, I was thinking of...
It's like, who you going to call? Not Paul Big.
Fuck that dude.
Wow.
But,
before we go on, who do you hate more right now, Paul Fig or Michael Bay?
Paul Fig.
Wow.
Actually,
you can't stand Michael Bay's ass.
I take that back. Paul Fig and Amy, God, I can't remember what was that bitch name.
Well, there you go. We'll just call her Amy, bitch.
Amy, Schuler. Amy Schuler.
No, he's not talking about Amy Schumer. He's talking about
the CEO, the former CEO of
Sony. You wouldn't hate Schumer, would you?
No. I'm talking about the chick, the former CEO.
He's talking about the CEO of
Sony.
Oh, never mind.
But we gotta end it. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for listening to us.
Like they California Kid and the Pike.
You're welcome.
Please subscribe, like, comment, and
tell your friends or share on Facebook.
Yeah.
And see you later.
Peace.
Bye.